Hey everyone, Technomentary here with a video for you guys. In today's video, we're going to review the iPhone 13 going into 2025 and discuss if this phone is still worth it or not. If you're thinking about using it currently, upgrading to it, upgrading from it, or even comparing with the new iPhone 16 lineup, everything you need to know we're going to discuss in this video. So let's get started. So the iPhone 13 here, as you see, was released back in September of 2021. So it's a little over a 3-year-old phone now. Now, of course, the price has gone down since that. But before we get to that, let's talk about some of the build of this phone here. You'll notice here it has the top notch compared to the newer iPhone, which have dynamic island. It's only at a 60 Hz refresh rate display compared to 120 Hz refresh rate that's available in the newer models. And of course, it is the same sort of display that we have, which is a 6.1-inch display. Now, overall, you can see here flat edges, which is really good and premium. And that's kind of what you're getting on the newer phone. But one physical thing that you're going to notice right off the bat is a physical SIM on these models. This is the last model in the US version that the physical SIM existed. Going forward after that, they removed the actual physical SIM card, which you're supposed to use eSIM. Now, another thing is the ringer toggle. Now, the newer iPhone 16 have action button replacing that, and some people prefer the toggle. That's where this comes in handy. And then you also see here there is no camera control button, which is on the newer iPhone Pro lineup that we see here. It does have 5G mmWave, so it's 5G compatible as well. And then if you look at other things around charging, it uses lightning charging instead of the newer iPhone USB-C charging, which is the newer upgraded forward standard on the newer model. Here, if we look at the back here, it is aluminum build body here, similar to the newer phone. Doesn't have that color infused advertisement that Apple gives, but again, it has a vibrant colors you can choose from. Here I have the pink one. There's also, as you can see here, a blue one, black one, and multiple other colors as well. So quite a choice if you're looking at to use it in different features. Now let's go ahead and talk about other things about this phone here. So other things to notice is the performance on this phone, which is backed or powered by an A15 Bionic chip with 4 gigs of RAM. Now, if you're comparing that to the new iPhone 16, the base model, which has a 18 Bionic chip, of course, this is not going to be a comparable of it. But even with that, compared to the newer model, the A15 Bionic is still fast for day-to-day tests like browsing, gaming, streaming. So whether you're listening to your favorite music or on YouTube browsing or just watching your favorite show or movies, all of that again are going to be supported on this device. You're not going to have any issues with it. So I noticed that day-to-day stuff can be done, even the simple stuff. If you're multitasking, that could be done. When it comes to graphic gaming, you don't want to play too much heavy graphic gaming. It is going to be good for light to moderate graphic gaming, but when it gets into 3D and some of the heavy graphic gaming, it does slow down slightly a bit. Again, not too noticeable, but something to keep on mentioning. Now, it's great for if you're doing some video editing on the app as well. That I find it works. So if you're using it for your favorite social media, productivity tool, all of those features are still supported, and you can still use them as well. Now, the other aspect we're probably going to talk about, it's going to be the battery life on this phone here. So the battery that it comes with, a 3240 mAh battery, again, that is rated to last 19 hours in video playback. Now, if you compare to the new iPhone 16, which is rated to be 22 hours, it's only 3 hours difference. So it's not like a huge upgrade if you think about upgrading to the iPhone 16. Again, the base model, not the Pro model that we were talking about. So even after 3 years of usage, the battery might, of course, have reduced or degraded battery health, which you might have to replace it if it's really bad. But if you're finding that it's not, if you have a newer battery or you're light to moderate user, you might not even think about replacing it. A battery still might get you pretty well for what it's worth. Now, the other aspect we're going to probably talk about is the camera on this phone. Now, the camera on it comes with, as you can see in the back here, two 12 megapixel camera, one which is the wide and ultra wide, which provides sharp, vibrant photos, and even night mode available. And when it comes to even recording, you can record up to 4K in 60 frames per second, again for HDR videos, and it does have cinematic mode. The only mode that it doesn't have is going to be the spatial video mode, which is available on the newer phone. But aside that, most of your modes like portrait mode, pano, photo, slow motion, all of those, time lapse, all of those features are available, which again makes a great device for the camera. It has, again, very good camera, I would say. Not the greatest, of course, if you compare to the new one. That's because it is a a little over 3-year-old phone. Now, the other aspect to talk about this phone, it's going to be probably your software update. So when you think about software update, you can update this phone to iOS 18, take advantage of all the new customization feature that are available on iOS 18, but only the UI updates here. So you're going to see updates around control center, your lock screen, your home screen, iMessages. All of those are mail app. All of those are available on this phone. But what's not available is Apple Intelligence tools. So Apple Intelligence tools include Gemoji, Image One, image creation, ChatGPT integration. All of those are not going to be available. Those are only available on the new iPhone 16 lineup and the iPhone 15 Pro and the 15 Pro Max. So when it comes to the phone here, again, a couple of drawbacks you're going to look at if you think about the pros and cons. It's 60 hertz refresh rate. Now you have the older Lightning rather than having that USB-C, and there's no dynamic island. Those are going to be the big thing, and of course in the software space, Apple Intelligence. Now if you look at look over all of those, it is still a great device. If you're currently using it, don't care about those upgraded features like upgraded camera, maybe a little bit slightly better battery, and the display itself. If you think it is good for you, it's a great device, no doubt about it. And if you think about buying it, you can actually get this device right now on Amazon or sites like that, because Apple, again, if you're looking for it, most likely it's a refurbished device or a used device, which on Amazon it's around $300 versus a new 16 model, which is $899. So you're almost paying 1/3 the price for a great device that's still going to last for another 2 to 3 years, and we're probably going to see more updates like iOS 19, even iOS 20 on this device. So don't discount the iPhone 13. It's a great device, especially with the physical SIM card. I know some people really want the physical SIM card, especially if you travel a lot of it. So again, is the iPhone 13 worth it? We're going to say yes, it is worth it, but if you're user that wants the latest and the greatest, of course you're not going to compare to those, and that's why I want to hear from you. What's your thought on the iPhone 13? Leave a comment in the comment section, whether you're currently using it, upgraded to it, upgraded from it. Do share your comments, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and for more reviews like this, make sure that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you guys next time.